Welcome to Pisces Tarot, and I am your host, Mimi Lightseer. Your business is my business. Today, we will dive into your business with a timeless relationship reading, which means it could be platonic, professional, or romantic. In this session, we will explore the overall energy of your reading, obtain cosmic insights to identify the topics, spill the tea on the energies involved, uncover the positives and the negatives while revealing the lessons that you need to learn, and suggest actions for healings and the best possible outcomes. Remember, this is a general reading, and you have found it when this message is needed. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. Remember, I am LGBTQ plus friendly, using pronouns for storytelling purposes. Lastly, please like, rate, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how this message is connecting with you. And without further ado, let's get into your business. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Pisces Tarot, everybody. I am your host. I am Mimi Lightseer. Over here at Pisces Tarot, your business is my business. And ooh, child, we about to get into somebody's business. Good morning to my guppies, my friends who are on the graveyard shift. Good evening to my international family. What's up to everybody watching behind the scenes on TikTok? If you are new to Pisces Tarot, I want you to go ahead and put a star in the chat. If you're a returning friend, go ahead and put a fish in the chat. We love to recognize our newbies over here in the sea of messiness, y'all. It kind of messy over here. I ain't gonna lie to you. It be a little bit dramatic, but you know, it be somebody business, okay? Listen, today's agenda, y'all, consists of a brief energy cleanse, which is a brief meditation and sound bowl cleansing, followed by some divine insights. Then we'll get into the divine download, which I have for today. Then we'll traverse over into the overall energy reading, collect some general insights and observations. Then I will summarize and confirm everything of what I told you with the tarot card readings. And then I will close everything out with the final thoughts. So what I think the potential final outcomes is. Now, if y'all ready to get into this reading, y'all, okay, like some of y'all been up all night. Some of y'all been tossing and turning all night. Some of y'all been, doing whatever it is that y'all doing, right? All I can tell you is this. I need you to find your toothbrush, scrub brush, cleaning supply, broom, vacuum, whatever cleaning emoji you can find and put it in the chat. Because it is time for us to cleanse our energy. It doesn't matter what I have to say to you. If you're not in a position of receiving it, you're not going to hear anything that's being said to you. So I want you to put those cleaning emojis in the chat. Put those cleaning emojis in the chat because it's time for us to get ready to prepare ourselves to be able to receive what's coming through, because I know it's something burning for somebody. All right. All right. Here we go. Now, before we move forward, it's important that we just take a minute to level set and ground ourselves. And the simplest way for us to do this is by cleansing our energy through both breath work and sound. So what we want to do is take in a couple deep breaths. We want to hold it, and then we want to exhale slowly. With each inhale, we want to be able to invite clarity and balance. And with each exhale, we want to be able to release any tension or distractions, okay? And we're going to do this 3 times, y'all. All right? So here we go. All right, y'all. And now we want to clear up any remaining stagnant energy and reset by bringing us one into alignment with our girl Boo Boo. Y'all know she be funny, but we gonna see what she do today. Divine Spirit, I call upon you and ask you for your guidance and your wisdom during this reading. Please surround me with your light and your love. Help me to receive clear and accurate messages. May this reading bring insight and clarity, most of all understanding for the highest of all of those who are involved and for the harm of none. Amen, 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 amen. All right, y'all, listen. If y'all ready to get into this and have some fun, honest, transparent, but safe interaction, okay? I want you to go ahead, all right? Go ahead and, child, we just got to get ready for this, okay? Listen, ain't nobody judging you. We all been a fool in love before, and today may just be your turn, all right? So let's get ready for a dynamic time. If y'all ready to get into this this reading, I want you to go ahead and put those cooking emojis, put your favorite foods in the emojis. Put your favorite food. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put our favorite food emoji in the chat. Put your favorite food emoji in the chat because it's time for us to get into this. I'm telling y'all, I got something that is coming through for you, okay? We about to do this, right? We about to do this because I'm telling you, I've been dreaming about it. Spirit got something he want to tell y'all, and I'm about to, all right, so if y'all ready to get into this, put your favorite food emojis in the chat, and here we go. Now, each day before I do a reading, I always take a minute to reflect upon whatever the immediate energies that Spirit is showing me. And sometimes it's a divine message and sometimes it's an earworm. And as I said in the beginning of this reading, y'all, I've been having like this download, right? And I had a ongoing dream about somebody last night. Now, let me tell y'all something. First of all, I don't like when I have a dream about people that I'm dating. Okay. Have y'all ever had a dream about somebody that you're dating or have dated? Just raise your hand in the chat. If you've ever dreamed about the person that you're dating or dated, raise your hand in the chat. Okay. Now, I don't like the fact that I had this dream about this particular person because I've had it once before and now it's becoming like a reoccurring dream. But in my dream, I saw this person house on fire, like burnt down to the ground, damaged, okay, completely damaged, like severed, okay. And I know that this person has a really nice house, okay, a really, really nice house. So to see that in my dream, it was very disturbing to see the house completely severed, okay, unsalvageable, right? And I got up, went to the bathroom, came back, and like I'm still dreaming about this person. So my point in bringing all of this up is this. Y'all not going to like this, but I got something to tell y'all, okay? And it's a real thing, okay? It's a real thing. I need y'all to trust that sometimes when you're dating people, people do things intentionally to self-sabotage genuine connections. Did you hear what I said? Sometimes when you're dating people and it is an authentic, genuine connection, people can often sabotage said connection because they lack the integrity, the transparency, and the emotional honesty to say that they're just not in a place to receive that type of genuine love, adoration, and support. Now you're probably saying, Mimi, what has this got to do with us in the collective? I need you to hear me. It has a lot to do with you in the collective, folks. Because you are in love, pursuing, building, and developing relationships with people who are not emotionally healed, healthy, and sound. This is why I keep telling y'all it's important to read this book. And again, I do not get paid to promote this book, but I promote it because it gives you insight and wisdom on how to deal with people, and it helps you pick up on signs, and clues about people's emotional states when you're meeting them, okay? And so, as you can see, I'm still not done reading this book. You know, it's not one of those books that you can read quickly. It is one of those books that you have to read a page at a time, and it's so heavy that you got to put it down, okay? But my point is, a lot of people that you're meeting are saying that they're open, they're not. Being open mentally is different from being open emotionally. Okay? It's a big difference. All right? There is a huge difference between having an open heart that's ready to receive and having a closed heart that's unwilling to receive. So you got to understand that when things are not working for you in your favor, when it comes to your relationships, it's not particularly a you problem as much as it is them. They could be intentionally trying to self-sabotage the relationship to thwart it. And when people do things that come out of left field to thwart your interests, you got to let it go. Don't take it personal, even though you be over there like fuming, like, what the you know, like, you cannot take it personal. Thank your God, thank spirit team, thank whomever you believe in the spiritual realm for opening up your eyes and allowing you to see what you needed to see so that you can dodge that bullet. Don't harbor those negative feelings. Don't, try to beg and plead for closure. Allow their sabotage to be the closure that you need. I don't know who this is for today, but I'm telling you, don't overthink it. Let it go. Let them be a clown in their own show if they want to. They missed out. They missed out. It's as simple as that. And if you know that you're the type of person who's not mentally and emotionally ready for genuine connections, be honest with the people that you're meeting. And just tell them, I'm just here for a good time, not for a long time. I just want to get my tools wet.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
I'm not here for nothing else. Just say that. We all grown. Now, I don't know who this is for today. But y'all, if y'all ready to get into it, I didn't see those tea kettles in the chat. Tea kettles in the chat. Because, baby, we finna get into it. Who is stunned that somebody just pulled the rug underneath your feet and left you hanging? Presented you with a good package, only to find out it ain't nothing in it. I mean, listen. Nobody likes to be caught by surprise, I'll tell you that. But the reality is, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. So if y'all ready to get into this reading, I need you to put those tea kettles in the chat, because baby, we about to get into it. Here we go. All right, now, when understanding energy, y'all, it's important to know that spirit talks to us in abundant of ways. Talk to us through signs, synchronicity, wonders, coincidences, whatever. All right? But it's important to know that you got to pay attention to the signs when you see it. And when it came to this particular individual, I was seeing the signs, and it was like red flag, green flag, red flag, green flag. And I was just like, what is happening? And I thought, honest to God, I thought it was me. I thought I was being triggered because I was being cautious. I thought that I was being triggered because I was a little suspicious. Like it almost seemed like it was too good to be true, if I'm being honest. It was too good to be true. And it was. But my point in saying all of this is when a person intentionally tries to self-sabotage a connection and tries to thwart you and confuse you about something and gaslight you, like, no, we don't need that. We don't need that. When people show you who they are, you got to believe them. And yes, it may hurt. Yes, it may leave you disappointed. Yes, it may leave you frustrated. Yes, it may put you in a position that you never thought that you would be in, because getting to know somebody is a risk. When you put yourself out there to meet new people, it is a huge risk. You have to make yourself vulnerable, which is also a risk because nobody wants to get their feelings hurt, right? But how do you know if the connection is what it could be if you never put yourself out there? I'm telling you, it is no different than you going out there and going to the grocery store, buying the biggest box of cherries. They look good. They all red and juicy. And then you get home and they don't taste like nothing. They taste like dirt.
Wasn't good.
Wasn't good. It's no different. All right. All right, y'all. So here we go. What is the overall energy reading for today? Willing release. It's time for you to let this go. It is time for you to let this go. Be willing to let this go. Go through your transformation with your head high. Go through this transformation with your dignity. Go through it. But don't hold on to this anymore. It's time for you to let it go. They wanted to, they weren't who they said they were. They weren't on the type of time that they said they was on. They might not even told you that. You know, sometimes people try to get to know you so that they can try to control you. Be careful what information you're releasing to people, you know? I'm telling y'all, it's crazy. Anyway, what is the truth that we need to hear right now for our journey? Love. I commit to the practice of seeing good in all things. People have a purpose in your life, you know. People have a purpose in your life. And sometimes you don't know what their purpose is. They may just be coming long enough to tell you something that you need to know. And then they leave. Everybody has a purpose in your life. Everything has a reason or a season. Okay? Everything has a purpose. All right? Now, guys of the hidden realms. What messages do you have for us today? If you've been confused about a person in your life right now, can you just put that mind-blowing emoji in the chat? If you've been confused about somebody in your life right now, can you just put that mind-blowing emoji in the chat? The one with like the brain is just like, you know? Chaos within. Accepting life's complexities. The seduction of distraction. Grace within chaos. Grace within chaos. All right? Grace within chaos. This is going back to everything that I've just been telling you guys so far. Accepting the complexities of life. Knowing you're not going to get it right. You got to kiss multiple frogs to get to your prince. You got to kiss multiple booger bears to get to your princess. Okay? You got to go through it. We all do. We all do. We all do. You are very fortunate and very blessed if you met one person in your lifetime, dated that one person, and became a couple and sustained that relationship. We all go through it. That's the complexities of life. But every time you go, think about it this way. Think about it this way. Every time you go to a new person, consider that as being a pit stop. You're picking up a new something that you need in your toolkit for the next endeavor. I don't know if y'all into NASCAR, but I am. And you know, there are times when you have to stop at the pit stop for certain things, and they do certain things. So sometimes you need tires, sometimes you need whatever, you know what I'm saying? Think of it as that. You're here to get a tune up for what you need to empower yourself to be able to be ready for the next phase of your life. It don't feel good. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you because I don't like it. Never have, never will. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable as all get out. It really is. But the reality is, how do you know? You're testing yourself. Like, that's the best way of putting it. Every time you put yourself out there to be vulnerable with somebody, you're putting yourself in a very vulnerable situation, but it's almost as similar to you putting yourself in a test to take like a self-assessment. Like, I don't know if a lot of you guys have been to college before, but sometimes you got to take a test and you have to go online and take the test, and it's like an honor system. Listen, it ain't enjoyable at all. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It ain't enjoyable at all, baby. Like, what? All right, so how was this showing up in our lives? How was this showing up in our lives? Well, Let's see. Finish line. Okay? This is about you running your race. Understanding that we all are sick and tired of putting ourselves out there. You know? Like, seriously. I was so disappointed in this person that I had the dream about. I am still completely flabbergasted and totally bewildered by what and how that happened. I don't think that I would ever be able to justify or rationale in my mind how we went from A to Z as quickly as we did. But the reality is, it is what it is. They self-sabotaged. They did this on purpose, and now we're at the end of the road. It's nothing else to say. It wasn't me. It was all you. If I ever see you again, I wish you well. I think you're a waste of a man. But at the end of the day, that's who you choose to be. And that's who we have to start seeing people for who they are. This is not judging them. This is accepting them for who they are. And you got to start saying, sometimes you a waste of a woman. You a waste of a man. You a waste of a person. Whatever your dynamics look like. If you know darn well that you've been dealing with a whole lot of clowns and tolerating a whole lot of clowns, I want you to go ahead and put the clown emoji in the chat. Just think about it. Think about all the people that you've been dealing with in your lifetime, all the people that you have dated. Okay? All the people that you've dated. If you know that they've been a clown, go ahead and put the clown emoji in the chat. Just put the clown emoji in the chat. Let's just be honest. Because a whole lot of us been dealing with clowns and don't even know it. We over here crying our eyes out, feeling sad, feeling depressed, blue, feeling like we not good enough, we not worthy, going around here just feeling down about who we are. And the reality is, this ain't an us problem. They should be the ones wearing the clown suit. Put them where they belong. All right, now, this is a sign to let you know that this reading is for you. This is a sign to let you know that this reading is for you. All right? Fences. If you're seeing a whole lot of white picket fences now, this is about you understanding boundaries. All right? This is about you understanding boundaries. Having boundaries. Knowing that you're no longer going to be running after people, chasing after people. When people decide that they want to walk away, we're no longer begging them to stay no more. If you want to self-sabotage and thwart our relationship and throw it into the grand sea of forgetfulness and wilderness, I'm no longer chasing behind you like I'm desperate for you. We're not doing that no more. We're not doing that no more. This is May 2025. May 2025. We are no longer doing that no more. We already talked about that at the beginning of this year. It's 4 places we not doing this year. We're not going up and down, round and round, in and out, and back and forth with nobody. The buck stops here in May of 2025. If you're not decisive about me, if you're not sure about me, if you don't know what I bring to the table, it's not my job to explain it to you. It's not my job to quantify it for you. It's not my job to have to sell myself to you. If you can't see who I am and what I bring to the table and appreciate and value it for what it is, how it is, then it is not my job to try to pander to you to get you to see who and what I'm bringing here. If you don't know, I guess we'll never know.
I guess we'll never know.
And I'm going to respect your boundaries and move on, because I'm not going to ask you to be somebody that you don't know how to be. That is beyond the pale for you. And that's a violation of your boundaries, because now I'm asking you to be somebody that you're not. Think about it. How do I ask somebody to be sure about me when they're not even sure about themselves? To even know that they're worthy of the love and the connection and the adoration. All right? So with that being said, as we shift to more personal insights, focus on the potential energies of the energies that are involved. Focus on the things that resonate with you and leave what doesn't. Don't overlook a message without knowing your placements. Okay, I do my readings for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. All right, so this is about a breakup, y'all. So if you're married to this person, you may be divorced, but if you're just dating this person, you may be breaking up with this person. But the first clue is that we got a breakup here. Somebody is experiencing a breakup, which has a lot to do with the finish line, the release, the boundaries, grace within chaos. All of it's making sense now. All of it is making sense now. We've come to the end of the road with this person. We've come to the end of the road. Okay, we've come to the end of the road. All right, now, here we go. What is the news? Stop letting people make you feel like you don't have nothing to offer or that you nobody. You got to treat yourself like you the best thing since sliced bread. Just because your bread molded don't mean mine got to be molded. All right, Bonnie and Clyde, ride or die, us against the world, a dedicated partnership. So you probably was going to ride or die with this person. You saw yourself as being Bonnie and Clyde. You knew you was going to be down like 4 flat tires through thick and thin until they self-sabotaged. Skirt! Get away quickly. The runner escaping. Didn't I tell y'all? Didn't I tell y'all? This person self-sabotaged. If you heard me say that this person self-sabotaged this connection, I want you to go ahead and put the ear in the chat because I want to make sure y'all listening to me this morning because I definitely just said that.
I said what I said.
Ain't nothing but some genetically modified strawberries. You ain't real. You ain't real. And at the end of the day, y'all know that lady that was on a plane that went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? She was like, that mother is not real. That's what y'all got to think about when y'all think about this person. That's what you got to think about this person when you think about it. That mother is not real. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to get that sound effect though. All right, what is the T here? What is the T here? Moving on. Thank you. Next. Okay. This is the same thing. Same thing. The same thing that I'm telling you about. We're no longer being deceived. We're no longer living our lives in a mystery. We're no longer holding on to people. Let me tell y'all something. Ooh, spirit, come through today, baby. Come through. Some of you guys been like me, praying and asking God for relief, praying and asking God for a partner. Don't y'all know, just like we can ask God for a partner, don't you know Satan or the enemy will send a person to us that's a counterfeit? Okay? Don't you know counterfeits exist? Okay? Counterfeits exist. And you got to be able to recognize that they come around to immobilize you and to neutralize you to make you stop believing. Don't let these people make you fall subject to not believing that you're worth it. That's everything that I've been telling you. As I said that, Kick to the Curb came out. Kick to the Curb. Ooh, y'all not listening to me. If y'all feel like we up here cooking with some grease this morning, I want you to put the fire sign emojis in the chat. Put the fire sign emojis in the chat. When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? When we look into the broken mirror, what do we see? Netflix and chill, sneaking around, friends with benefits, spending time with somebody else. That motherfucker was not real. Okay, that mother trucker was not real. You sitting up here riding and dying with them thinking that this is your loyalty, your number one, your ace boon coon. only to find out that they ain't who they said they was on the type of time that they said they was on. Over here self-sabotaging, making up stuff, being over dramatic, wanting you to chase them for what? They Netflixing and chilling with somebody else, telling you they want some me time. Nah, they over there watching a movie with somebody else. You sincerely missing them and want to see them, want to smell their armpit, want to lick the crease of their neck, want to feel they crusty, ashy, dusty brick rubbing, feeling hands on your skin. And they over there doing this to somebody else. Y'all better know. Y'all better know when somebody playing in your face. You better know, baby. You best to know. All right? You best to know. Now, what's the true emotion here? Whoa. Look, man. Look, man. Look, man. Y'all see these cards go flying? Secrets. Okay? There are secrets here that you don't know nothing about. We also got funeral. Baby, it's time for you to listen. It's time for us to know when it's time to let it go. It is time to let it go. It is time to let it go. I want y'all to put in the chat. If you know that you've been dealing with somebody that's been on some bullshit, I want you to put the tombstone in the chat. Put the tombstone in the chat. Rest in peace to the clown. Okay? Rest in peace to the clown. All right. Beach fell out on the floor. All right? But this fell on the floor, so we're not going to take it. But you may have been looking at this person as a potential person because they got money. Okay? They may have a good job. They may have career stability and things like that that you thought that you would be interested in. All right? But let's not be deceived. This person is a total clown. They are disaster. They are disaster. Okay? They are a walking dumpster on fire. They are not who they say they are. They need help mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. And if we're being honest, they will drain you of your complete energy. They will drain your battery. If this person been depleting your energy, just put the dead battery in the chat. All right, what is the yin and the yang? What is the yin and the yang? Ace of fire, passion, new starts, attraction, creation, desire, new venture, or new job. Okay, this person could also be a fire sign. In my case, this person was a fire sign. All right. Oh, y'all. Spirit! This person taking you through. All right? What's a place that's significant to the people in this reading? Birthplace of dreams, pursuit of goals, belief in possibilities. Didn't I tell y'all you saw something in them that they don't see in themselves? Didn't I tell y'all this? You looked at this person and saw your forever, ever, 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 ever. You was gonna ride or die with this person forever, ever, 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 ever. But they could never, ever, 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 ever get on your level. Ooh, listen, I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all need to be thanking God they kicked you to the curb.
Bruh.
Y'all know the song. Y'all know the song. If you know the words to the song, I want you to put it in the chat. Y'all know the words. Y'all know the words. Put it in the chat. We'll stand in solitude. All right? We'll stand in solitude. You can never, ever, 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 ever get on my level. Get on my level. Birds. Okay? You definitely had people watching you. People watching you, trying to get information on you. Stalking you. Watching you. They probably watching you too. People ain't dumb. They probably got somebody else watching you. Okay? Somebody non-assuming. Got them all on your social media. Let me tell you something. Stop posting on social media. You're not giving somebody something to weaponize against you. All right? Love sucks. You have stopped believing in love. Let yourself heal again so you can be open again. All right? This is everything that we've been talking about, folks. Everything that we've been talking about. You closed the door on love because you got your little feelings hurt. And what I'm telling you is this ain't about you. It's about them. It was them. Last card. Is it love here or not? This person, I often wonder if you feel the same way. So somebody is wondering. Okay, somebody is wondering. And when I tell you, this was all self-sabotage. They did this on purpose. They had a connection with you. They really did. They just didn't like the way it felt. So they thought that they was going to do something to throw it off. And they did. All right, I want y'all to drop down in the chat your zodiac signs. Drop down in the chat your zodiac signs because it's time for us to get into this business. All right, so person A. Person A, I feel like you were heavily invested in this person. You was going to ride with this person. Be like Bonnie and Clyde with this person. You saw your whole life with this person. You saw all your dreams, your aspirations coming into fruition with this person. Everything was good. Up until it wasn't. And it feels like now you're going with the divorce. You feel blindsided. You don't understand how you got to this point. You don't understand that it was a lot about this person that you did not know, you did not see. Okay? Love sucks. Right? You like, I don't know if I want to get back out there. I don't know if I want to do this again. You feel like it's time for you to move on. You know? But you still are struggling with the burial of these feelings and this emotion. And it makes sense. It makes sense. And you may be still struggling with the feelings of missing this person, wanting to be with this person because you care for them. But the reality is that they didn't care for you in the same way that you cared for them. And that's a tough pill that we got to swallow. Person B is a runner. They the one who self-sabotaged. They had a whole lot of secrets that they were not telling you. This person may have money. Okay, so that makes them even more attractive. They got a lot of people. And now when I say a lot of people, I mean like they got multiple people. So what I'm picking up on now is not necessarily that they're telling other people to watch you. I feel like their other partners, the other people that they're casually dating, may have found out about you and may be watching you through social media. Okay? I'm just telling you, but y'all know how this go. This person makes a lot of grandiose starts in relationships, but they don't finish it. You know, they don't finish it. You know why? Because they're unserious. They like dating multiple people. They like the pursuit, the thrill of the chase, but they unserious about it. And now that you know that they ain't on that type of time, you done kick them to the curb, or they kicked you to the curb. All right. So if y'all ready to get into this reading, I need you to go ahead and put those magnifying glasses in the chat, because baby, it's time for us to figure out who business we finna get into. Remember, I do my readings for Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising, Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising. So don't ever say what ain't for you unless you know where you and all your placements are for your person. All right, here we go. Spirit, who is person A? Who is the person who was blindsided by this person's sabotage? Who was caught off guard? Who was interested and in love with this other person, only for this person to leave them hanging? Who is person A? Show me. Person A is a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Where's my water signs? If you or your person is a water sign, go ahead and put the water emoji in the chat. You're coming in as the 8 of Cups today. This is disappointment, abandonment, withdrawal, escapism, walking away and leaving behind. God dog it if that was not everything of what we just talked about. If you and your person is a water sign, go ahead and put the water sign in the chat. And if you heard me say all of that, put your ear in the chat.
Goodbye.
Okay. All right. Person B. The person who deceived you. The person who was pretending to be somebody that they not. Somebody who really didn't want something serious. The person who was just wasting your good and precious time over here, telling you lies, confusing you, bewildering you, just being deceitful, selling you the dream that you bought.
All a bunch of bullshit.
Who is this person? All right, here we go. Person B is also a water sign, okay? They are a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces coming in as the 2 of Cups in reverse. All right. Be a cross watcher and just listen, watch, and be entertained. I definitely feel like person A is feminine energy. Person B is masculine energy. Person B is coming in as the 2 of Cups in reverse. This is self-love, disharmony, distrust, breakups, imbalance, tension, and broken communication, which is everything that we talked about. Everything. All right, y'all, if y'all ready to get into this reading, I want you to put the coffee cups in the chat. Put the coffee cups in the chat. Because, baby, it's about to get juicy. Here we go. All right, Spirit, what is going on? What is going on with my water signs today? Person A is completely caught off guard by this. You feel totally blindsided. You are apprehensive. You are angry. You are confused. You are feeling very violated. Like this person deliberately misled you. And they are so wrong. Let's be clear. This person is wrong like 2 left shoes. Okay? This person has left you feeling very, very, very isolated and victimized and fragile. You may even still be grieving the loss of this because you can't make sense of it. It came out of nowhere. It came out of nowhere. Blindsided. Okay, completely blindsided. All right, so here we go. We got two cards that came out. The Six of Swords and the Chariot. All right. This came out of nowhere. And you had no choice but to move on quickly. This came out of nowhere, y'all. Okay. This came out of nowhere and made you feel absolutely stunned. Like you could not believe that this happened the way that it happened. It came out of the clear blue sky. All right. So, person A, my feminine energy, how are they feeling right now? Page of Wands in reverse. Once you got this communication from this person, once they threw their hand in, once they decided that they didn't want to do this no more, this left you feeling devastated. This left you feeling devastated. This was everything of what I was just telling you. This made you feel so stunned. You couldn't believe it. It was like, where did this come from? This left you feeling completely shocked and flabbergasted. It was like everything was all good. Everything was all good. This person was treating you the way that you wanted to be treated. This person was communicating with you, showing up for you, loving you, whining and dining you, making you feel like a whole woman. You was over here at peace, thinking that the angels finally answered your prayers. You over here just hopping and skipping and bopping along the way. Only to find out that this wasn't what type of time that they was really on. And this was very cruel of this person to end things with you the way that they ended things with you.
Wasn't good.
Now, person B in all of this, the masculine. They coming in cold. They coming in bitchy, not caring. Probably deleted your number already. This person ain't giving you no closure. None. They said what they said. They meant what they said. And they're unapologetic about what they said. They don't care that they hurt your feelings. But again, this person is self-sabotaging. They said what they said because they wanted to get you out the way. It was easier for them to lie to you. It was easier for them to betray you and say what they said and hurt you and make you feel less than it was for them to tell the truth and just say that they wasn't ready.
I said what I said.
So this person is super loud and wrong in what not only they said, but what they did and how they treated you. All right. So if you coming in as person A today, if you are blindsided by this person, okay, if you are completely blindsided by this person's actions and how they treated you, can you put in the confused face? And if you are the person that left the other person and you're relating to person B, where you just don't care that their feelings is hurt, you don't care that they're feeling abandoned and disillusioned and disappointed. If you just don't care how they feel, I want you to go ahead and put the angry face in the angry face emoji in the chat. Now, what is favorable about this connection? What is favorable about this connection, Spirit? This was a soulmate partnership. This was a soulmate partnership. So let's be clear. You wasn't wrong. You wasn't wrong. What you were picking up on, what you was feeling, this person made you happy. It was joy here. It was very playful. It was arousing. It was stimulating. This made you feel like you hit the lottery. Okay? You felt like this was going to be the it for you.
I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't.
Only for this person to just do what they did out of the clear blue sky, broke your trust, cut it off, no closure, no conversation, a straight up self-sabotage. This person, let me tell you something. The way that this person treated you in this instance said more about them than it does about you. And I know that it's difficult. I know that it's difficult for you to accept it. But let's be clear. Let's be clear. While it's difficult for you to accept it, you needed to see every aspect of this person. And now that you see this person for who they are and what they're capable of being and how they're capable of doing, aren't you disgusted?
I am disgusted.
Like, you can still have your feelings hurt, but aren't you disgusted? If you feel sick by the way this person treated you, can you put the nauseated, the sick emoji in the chat? Now, let me ask you this question, and let's just be honest. Because I know you've seen the signs. So what were some of the signs or clues that the universe was giving you to make you feel like this was the one for you? Okay? That's all I want to say. All right. Now, what's consequential and problematic about this situation? You keep looking back. You keep on looking back. You keep on hoping that things gonna go back to the way that they were. You keep hoping, keep looking at your phone, keep trying to see if they called you. Keep trying to see if they texting. If you see them 3 dots coming up, they ain't coming up. They don't want to talk to you. They don't want to talk to you. They haven't come forward to apologize. They haven't said anything. You know why? Because they did it on purpose. They intentionally self-sabotaged this connection.
You raggedy bitch.
They didn't want it. But here's the thing, folks. Here's the thing. They knew your worth. They knew your capabilities. They knew what you was bringing to the table. Why else would they just blow this thing up? It was nothing wrong. I had this joker that I was telling y'all about to ask me, what's your crazy? I said, what do you mean? What do you mean? I said, excuse me? I said, you feel like I've been acting crazy?
No, you haven't. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, like, I'm not supposed to be sane.
What?
I'm not about to pop up at your house, blow up your phone, search through your stuff. I'm not about to do none of that. Because I'm in a point in my life where I recognize what is for me will be for me. And what is for me sometimes is the good and sometimes is the bad. But what is for me is for me. So if you decided that this ain't what you want to do, yes, I'm sad. Yes, I'm disappointed. Yes, I feel let down. But I'd rather know now that this ain't the type of path you're on, this ain't the type of vibe and the type of time you're on, than to waste my time and look up and I'm 6 years, 6 months, and 9 days down the road, and you telling me this ain't what you want to do. Let me take my L in peace. Now, let me ask you a question. What do you think will happen if you continue to go down this path? Write that down in the chat. You over here thinking you in a fairy, you think you over here just living your best life. Birds chirping, sun shining, angels singing. Only to get down the road.
2,000 years later.
They ain't doing nothing that they said they was gonna do. They ain't even trying.
All a bunch of bullshit.
I'd rather know that now than 2,000 years later. Okay? Now, what is this trying to teach you? It's okay to be disappointed. It's really okay to be disappointed. Listen, folks, disappointment is a part of life. That's a natural feeling. And it's okay to cry. Disappointment and grief and feeling powerless, feeling empty, just feeling that level of vulnerability and hurt is a natural feeling to being let down. It really is. But what you need to do is trust that it is a reason why you came to this conclusion. We can agree when people come into our lives and how they come into our lives. We can't control how they leave. And if this person intentionally did something to thwart this relationship, it's nothing else to be discussed. What else are we talking about?
Anything else?
You were very clear when you decided that you was going to send that nasty text message out of the blue that violated me. When you said all the things that you said that were hurtful and malicious and belittling and condescending, I took that on the chin because I had to. It wasn't because I wanted to. So what do you look like chasing behind a person who don't care that they just torpedoed your whole life, your whole day, your whole mood, your whole weekend? What do you look like? Don't y'all know sometimes people want you to chase them? They want you to pursue them. They want you to do all these things. But here's the thing. Once you say what you say, it's like uno out. You said what you said. You felt how you felt. You stood on business. Ain't no taking that back. Once those words are out there, you can't take that back. So once you said what you said, and you were very unkind, cruel, malicious, not gentle with my heart, my feelings, and my emotions, what make you think I'm finna chase you and come back? You gonna have to eat that. You let down a good one. And that's something that you got to deal with between you and God. So I'm telling you, folks, those of you who are just like, this sucks, I hate this. No, be thankful. Be thankful that this person told you what it was so you can move on with your life. They don't want you in their space? Fine. Let them do what they do. Be thankful for those closed doors and those denials, because now you're not wasting your time. Now you're not chasing somebody who don't want you.
Denied.
They denied you, you deny them. That's how that works. All right. Now, what do you need to do to heal? What do you... Okay. Ooh, first of all, going back to disappointment. We need to talk about this. We need to talk about this. These two cards fell out. As I said, it's okay with being disappointed. It's okay with being disappointed. It's okay with being hurt. But don't put yourself in a self-imposed prison, being in denial, being resistant, overthinking, blaming yourself for not being able to overcome that hurdle and that barrier. Their offer to you was never what you thought it was. So if you continue to hold on to this connection, you are only going to put yourself in a self-imposed prison. That ain't what you want either. It was no freedom here. There was no love here. This was only the tip of the iceberg of what you would have put yourself into had you continued to pursue this person. You ain't know that this person was predator and you was prey. You had no idea what you was getting yourself into. This person would have used and abused you in every which way. They would have drugged you. They would have turned you inside out, up and down, left you hot and dry if you let them. Don't you know it's people out there that will take your kindness for weakness? Don't you know it's people out there who are energy vampires, who come to kill, steal, and destroy you, your confidence, attack your self-worth? Don't you know it's people out there that will corrode your confidence to the point to where you would never do anything else in life? Why would you take allegiance to be with somebody who told you what they said to you, did what they did to you? Why would you be loyal to that?
You having an unnatural allegiance to losers is not like you.
Don't you know whenever God closes a door on something else, you'll get something else in replacement of equal or greater value? We believe in greater or equal value. If you believe in God to restore you with something of greater or equal value, I want you to put that in the chat right now. I want you to write down, I am waiting to receive something of greater or equal value. I am ready to receive something of greater or equal value. Because you deserve it. But don't let no counterfeit trick you out of your coin. Trick you out of your treasure. Okay? If you're going to make an investment in the right thing. But don't be making an investment in some trash. And then you wondering why you're not getting the treasure.
Come on, man.
What you need to do to heal? Coming to this mental clarity. Coming to this point of awareness and trusting. Believe that you're worth much more than that. Be empowered to know. You thought you was finna play me? Well, the joke is on you. You thought you was gonna keep me down? You thought you was gonna devastate me? You thought you was gonna break my heart? No. You thought that I wasn't going to just get myself back up and dust myself off and try again? You thought that? Wow. Wow. So for you to be able to move on and get that clarity that you need, let me ask you something. What emotion or feeling do you feel like you really need to process right now? Let's be honest. Let's talk about this. What feelings and emotions do you feel like you really need to process? Besides the disappointment, besides the hurt, besides the embarrassment, perhaps besides the stunnedness, what is it, what feeling or emotion do you feel like you need to process right now in order for you to be able to let go? What do you need to do? It's time for you to get that clarity. It's here again. Get that clarity. Get that fresh and new perspective. Yeah, this didn't end the way that you wanted it to end, but it ended how it ended. Sometimes things fall apart so that better things can come together. You can't come across the person of your dreams if you keep holding on to the person of your nightmare. Did you hear what I said? You can't get to the person of your dreams if you keep holding on to the person of your nightmare. You keep asking God to bring you your person, your soulmate, your better half, the person who ain't gonna treat you this way. Then why you keep holding on to the person who treated you like this?
Oh my God.
Stop replaying and rehearsing. This person, you're disillusioned. You romanticized the characteristics of this person in your mind. They are not who they said they were. Period. The veil has been lifted from your eyes. The truth has been exposed. Why can't you handle the truth? I'm not saying it don't feel good or it's going to feel good, because it absolutely does not feel good. But it's better for you to know what type of person you was dealing with and process that bullshit than to keep holding on thinking that something's going to change, because it's not. It's time for you to let that go. This person was never going to be honest with you. With this King of Swords in reverse, this person had no intentions on treating you well and treating you with kindness and respect. They were deceitful from jump. This person got their own trauma, their own wounds, their own bull that they dealing with. This person needs to be in therapy. This person needs to be medicated. This person needs to go through all of the things that they need to go through. They are stuck in life like a deer in headlight, pretending to have forward movement, and they're not. They're not healed. Walking around here bragging.
I done did the work.
Oh, really now? What mother have you done? Your narcissistic person. This person got a whole lot of secrets, things that you don't know nothing about. And I'm telling you, they make they bull look real good. Anybody who date this person, you think that you winning a prize? Oh, child, you winning a ticket. I don't know if y'all watched the Cuphead show. Y'all know what Cuphead is, the Cuphead show? I don't recommend it. It's a cartoon for kids. I don't recommend it. I watched it. I was like, what is this trash? I told my son he cannot watch it. But if you're an adult, you can just go on YouTube and watch the Cuphead show trailer. But you over here thinking that you won a prize. Baby, you don't want a one-way ticket down to hell. And I ain't lying. You don't think that you won a prize? You done invited a demon into your life.
Bombakat.
And this person is going to take you all the way down. And this person would have took you all the way down had you allowed it.
A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Now, you ain't got to believe me, but I'm telling you what it is. I'm telling you what it is. This person, listen, I'm telling you, the greatest analogy I can give you is like you being in the market and you seeing a big old case of juicy strawberries, or you seeing a big old round green juicy watermelon, only for you to get home and it's nasty.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
I'm just telling you what it is. All right? All right, now. Page of Swords. Okay? You may be going and looking for a whole lot of information. You may be trying to find out gossip. But you don't even need that information. This person is not who they said they were. Leave them where you found them.
Damn.
They want to come across and be mean and be malicious and narcissistic and, you know, be cruel and manipulative and all that other stuff like that. Leave their ass where you met them. Let me tell you something. When you meet people who do you dirty, you will cross paths with them again. And your best revenge is always to be looking good, smelling good, glowing. That's your best revenge. Your best revenge is getting with somebody who loved you for you. Somebody who made you feel like you hit the lottery. Somebody you ain't got to beg to take into consideration your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions. That's your best revenge. So while you over here looking and trying to get information about them, you trying to go look up and see if they really who they say they are, they work where they say they are, they live where they say. Like, baby, why are you ascribing to a lie? Why? They don't want you cool. Let them take their arrogant, egotistical ass on somewhere else and mess up somebody else's life. But they did you a favor when they dropped that bomb on you and told you this ain't it. And it hurt your feelings.
Damn!
Process that and let it go. Because holding on to them ain't doing nothing for you. It's hurting you.
This ain't Texas. Ain't no holding.
They want to pop off on the phone and be talking crazy. All you got to do is just hang up the phone. Four of Wands. This is about knowing what you want in life and knowing what you deserve in life. Why are you forcing yourself to be stuck to somebody who don't want to give you what you deserve? You over here seeing all the red flags for what they are, slapping you all up in the face.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
No, boo. You seeing what you seeing, you feeling how you feeling, and then they added the complexity of this bullshit. When people ain't certain about you, stop trying to make a connection. It don't take all of that. When somebody want to be with you, it don't take 800 years for y'all to connect. They vibe with you. It's effortless and it's continuous. It's flowing. It's progressive. You're not stuck in queue.
Two hours later.
You're not stuck.
Goodbye.
You see? You're not stuck. It's a breath of fresh air when you meet somebody who want to be with you. Why you sitting over here holding on to this mofo that stress you out and piss you off and get you all upset? Get your blood pressure all high. Get your cortisol level through the roof. Why are you dealing with this person? Let them go. Do yourself a favor. I'm just telling you. When people want freedom and they do anything to get it and they self-sabotage, just do yourself a favor.
Run, Forrest, run! Run,
You deserve somebody that's going to give you emotional fulfillment. You deserve somebody that's going to bring happiness and healing to you. I'm trying to tell you. You deserve so much more than this. I'm trying to tell you. When people show you who they are, believe it. Period. Believe it. Stop waiting for them to show up. They ain't coming.
Really? Sorry. Really? What time was you supposed to be here? I'm only like 5 minutes past. 5 minutes is a little bit too late, honey. I got somewhere to be. I got an appointment.
They ain't coming. So what you waiting on? You waiting on them to disappoint you again, to hurt you again?
Oh man, not again.
We gotta stop ascribing to hurt now. We got the Knight of Wands in reverse. You keep on looking at this person, waiting for them to come around. All they gonna do is waste your good, sweet, precious time. That's all they was gonna do. That's all they was gonna do was waste your good, sweet, precious time. They was gonna keep you in limbo. They was gonna be playing games with you. Juggling you back and forth between you and somebody else that don't even deserve a fraction of your baby toe.
Now why am I in it? And you could have did it. See how I get wrong? Because you never apologize.
Page of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. This person ain't never know what to do with you. They ain't never know what to do with you. They never knew what to do with you. You came into their life. You brought a spark, an ray of sunshine. You came into their life. You brought joy, peace, and comfort. And they so toxic and so delusional that this sent them off the edge.
She doesn't even go here.
Why can't you accept that you was just too good for them? You was too good to be true. Ow. Why couldn't you accept that? If they want to go deal with this Raggedy Ann, let them. But you will see this person again. And when they see you, you're going to be vibrant, growing, healthy, and strong, robust. And you're going to see them with this scrawny Sally that look like Tales from the Crypt, with that stringy hair, no meat on the bones, snaggletooth, looking 800 years old around the eyes. And guess what you're going to do? You're going to smile and say, hey, how you doing? It was good seeing you.
Now, you know that guy ain't shit. Sorry ass motherfucker got nothing on me, right? Nothing.
And let them deal with the Tales of the Crypt. You got to be comfortable with it. Just like you have a right to say what you want to say and feel how you want to feel, they do too. Just like you have a right to express yourself, they do too. They express themselves. You didn't like it. They're not responsible for how you perceived their communication. But they told you. So what I'm telling you is, instead of trying to force it and be crying it and rejecting it, it's time for you to dust yourself off, process that feeling, process that grief, process that emotion, and move on with your life. It's time for a new day. It's a new movie. It's a new time. A new season. What are we waiting on? What are we talking about here? You over here with the woe is me.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Bury that mofo and get yourself ready to go. Say, dang, rest in peace, Joker. If you know you've been dealing with a Joker that tried to pull a jack move on you, just put the Joker card down in the chat, for real. Play your card. They played the little Joker, guess what? You got the big Joker. Joke's on you, mother.
I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Ready.
The Joker's on you. You thought you was doing something for me? You just relieved me. You just relieved me. We are no longer going to be holding on to people who don't want us and don't have our best interests in our hearts. We are no longer going to sit here and be victimized by somebody who doesn't know how to treat us with respect and with dignity. We're not doing it no more. Put the phone down. Don't be calling and blowing up this person's phone, crying, sending that last emotionally charged text message. Don't do none of that. Call your friends and let them know. When they say, hey, how you doing? How's your day going?
Know how I feel. Why would you say that? Like, you put me in such an uncomfortable situation. Like, you know I'm not happy. You know I'm trying to see if it'll work out here, and I know that it's not.
Let it be what it's gonna be. Let it be what it's gonna be. But you don't owe nothing. You don't owe them nothing. Now, if y'all ready to find out what's gonna happen next, I want you to put those paper, pen, and notebook emojis, in the chat. Because, baby, it's time for us to figure out what this final outcome going to be. This person shoved you out their life, let go. Let go. Stop asking somebody to be somebody that they not. Asking them to be with you is somebody they not. It's beyond the pale. Don't violate their boundaries. They can't be what you want them to be. Cool. The joke is on you. All right? Paper, pen, and notebook emojis. Paper, pen, and notebook emojis. Here we go. All right, now as we talk about potential final outcomes, I only say potential because I can't predict free will. Okay, I can only tell you what the energy is suggesting, and that's that. All right? Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I'm going to tell you straight up. I want you to understand that this person is not who you thought they were.
And it stunk so bad.
I know it don't feel good. I know you don't like it, but don't take ownership of somebody else's pain. Don't take ownership of somebody else's trash. Don't do it. Don't do it. I know it's easy to do because we have like this savior complex where we want to show up and we want to save the day for somebody else. They come to us with some algebraic derivative, some complicated problem, and here we go trying to solve it. Equals 2.
Shut up! That is so stupid.
Don't even try. Don't even try. Let them have it. All right? Let them have it. They don't want you, cool. Let them go.
You shouldn't have been talking shit.
They'll regret it. They'll be back. They'll see you again. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. They gonna know that they missed out. They know that they wasted your good time. They know. They know. They know. There ain't nothing they do in life is gonna win. Because when you go around here and you being nasty and malicious to people, you'll never win. How you gonna win when you not right within? How you gonna win when you not right within? When you do nasty things to people, karma always come back to bite you in your...
Hey, Stu, your rent's due, motherfucker.
They ain't never gonna be happy. They never gonna find joy. They never gonna find contentment. They're never gonna find the wishful fulfillment because of all the ways that you and everybody else that has come down their path have been scammed.
You are a scammer.
Just because these men and women look good don't mean that they not coming with the knives drawn. Some of them coming just to take you out. And you got to know that. All that glitters is not gold. They look like a baddie. They talk like a baddie. They walking like a baddie. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They look good on the outside, empty on the inside. Next thing you know, you over here looking like, damn, where did I go wrong? How did I get here? What happened to me? to manage your feelings and manage your emotions and figure out like where you went wrong in life. Over here rocking yourself. Trying to figure it out. When your world come crumbling down.
Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation.
Don't allow somebody else to put you there. Let it go. Let it go. But they ain't gonna be happy. They ain't gonna rest. They ain't gonna have a lick of peace because that's what they do. They lie. They manipulate. They deceive. They're cunning. They got choices. They got options. And they can make better choices and options at any point in time. Yet they choose not to. They choose not to. They could be a better person if they wanted to be. They choose not to. Instead, they want to be on a squirrel bus. Squirgling. Showing up and acting like they doing the world a favor.
I'll do the best I can, but when I got,
you ain't doing me no favors, jive turkey. You need to work on yourself. You need to go get your life together. You need to go find somebody that's gonna get to the core of what your issues is.
Do you suffer from a lack of a father figure? Do you have clinical depression? Have you ever accidentally broken your mom's favorite coffee cup and when she found out you did it, she tied you to a bed and spanked you with a metal spatula? If you said yes to any of these things, I don't care. And to keep it a bean, no one cares.
This person was never ready. They were never good enough for you. They were never ready for you. And instead of you holding on to these negative feelings, let it go.
I'm upset.
5 of Wands. Allow this to fuel you. To put yourself out there to find the person who is meant for you. Take all these tools, the things that I told you in the beginning of this reading, I told you. Take all of those things and aggregate it together. And let that fire you. Let that ignite you to put yourself out there.
yeah.
You're dating. Get excited about it. Dating is exhausting. We know that. We know we hate dating. We know we hate starting the awkwardness of everything. We know how we feel by asking somebody what their favorite color is and all that other stuff like that. But the thing is, the more you go through this process, the more less naive and gullible and impressionable you are. You won because you saw the signs. You saw the symptoms. You didn't know what to put your finger on, and now you know.
You seem like the type of woman who still falls and can get as stupid as the rest of us girls. Do you think I'm gullible? I think that you can be. Well, with the right man. Yeah, no. I'm not gullible. You get stupid. I'm not going to be stupid anymore.
You're not stupid no more. They can't pull that wool over your eyes. You got wisdom. You done learned you something. You done been through things. You know how folks say, if you know, you know. Well, baby, you know.
Get that stuff out of here. I told you this is a hen party. Don't try to sneak apple juice to my hen party.
Baby, you know. They want to come over here with this trash, kick this bullshit, make you feel less than, make you feel inferior. What are you talking about?
What the fuck was that?
Let them keep them bootlegs. Let them keep them replicas. Let them keep them Temu Chinese versions of your quality work. But don't give them not another ounce, not another lick, not another drop of your love. They don't deserve it.
Absolutely not. Child, absolutely not.
Don't give them another nothing. Why would you? You getting all upset, want them to answer your question. What do you need to know the answer to? They told you.
I want you to answer my question.
Judgment is going to come for them. I told you, karma is not going to let this get by. So when people want to break up with you and jump you out of the blue and make up stuff and come up with all this stuff, you need to put on your big girl and your big boy bloomers, draws, long johns. Put on your cowboy boots and get to going. And look at them with a straight face and say, is it anything else that we need to discuss? Because at this point, you're going to be blocked.
Anything else?
Delete their number, block them. So when they try to call you in the middle of the night thinking that you're going to be gullible and naive and desperate and destitute and broke down for some sex.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service at this time.
They're getting what they deserve. They're getting what they deserve. Watch how stunned they will be to know that you blocked them.
Oh, I know you ain't blocked me.
The number that you've reached is no longer valid.
I know this a lie.
The number you've reached is no longer valid. Having a whole conversation with nobody because they ain't never been treated like this before. And here's the thing. I get that sometimes it be like that, where you might just wake up one day and you be like, you know what, this ain't what I want to do no more. And that's okay. That's possible. At the end of the day, everybody has a right to decide where they want to be, how they want to be, when they want to be there. And if a person decides that they want to check out and move on with their life, let them. Let them. It ain't about you. They looking at their computer screen like, oh, time to go. Why you holding on? If they want to leave, let them go. And that's all we're talking about today. If you want to leave, leave. If they want to leave, leave. You walk away with your head high, knowing that you were not the problem, period. Because a person who wants to be with you and who is invested in you, they'll give you the opportunity to correct. They'll give you the opportunity to respond. You coming out the blue with some bullshit, you dropping on them, they gonna ask you.
What do you mean by that?
They asking you because they trying to figure it out. But instead, you just dropping jewels on people, spinning their head around and around.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
Give people some grace and some dignity when they want to be with you. But the reality is this person ain't want to be with you. This person decided a long time ago, this ain't what they wanted. And they knew that this wasn't what they wanted. But guess what? Now that they involved you, now that they brought you in the group chat, understand that trash will take itself out sometimes.
Try it.
All you got to do is set it on the curb. That's it. That's it. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What is it that you need to do? What is the soul truth that you need to focus on right now? Stop blaming yourself. What else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every situation. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping aside of the trigger and ask, what could this mean? So your soul action today is there something your soul is calling you to learn at this point? Or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? That is everything that I just told you. This is everything that I just told you. Everything. Don't look at it from a deficit. Look at it as a positive. They did you a favor. They did you a favor. I know you don't want to admit it. I know that you heartbroken. I know you feel betrayed. I know you feel let down. I know all of those negative feelings. But you dust yourself off and you go out there tonight. Tonight, what's today? Saturday? Go out tonight. Go dancing. Be happy. Go meet somebody at the bar. Kiss a stranger. Kiss a girl. Slap a baby. Kick a dog if you have to. But don't you stop believing. Don't stop believing. Love exists and it's out there. Carried away. Let yourself be caught up in the whirlwind of a romantic moment. Didn't I just say that? Kiss a stranger. Kiss a girl. Souls of balance. Seeking equilibrium in love and career. Harmonizing your inner scale to weigh your decisions with both the heart and the mind. These things are balancing you out. Whether or not you want to believe it or not, these things are happening to balance you out. They're building your character. They're building you up. You don't see it because it don't feel good right now. But what I'm telling you is, you are winning the biggest blessing of your life when people walk away from you. Let it go. Let it go. Stop making it be more intense than what it got to be. Let it go. They don't want you cool. They left you cool. They walked out on you cool. They did you dirty cool. God gonna get them back. And God gonna give you double for your trouble. I release, wait, what does it say? I am willing to let go. I am willing to let go. I release others to experience whatever is meaningful to them, and I am free to create that which is what is meaningful to me. Ain't this everything that I've been talking about? Let them. If they want to live a life disenfranchised, disempowered, disillusioned, lacking love, care, consideration, admiration, compatibility, and chemistry, let them. What they got to do with you? We all getting old. We all want somebody to love and hold. If they want to be so nasty, malicious, and belligerent, and evil, and a curmudgeon, and a prick, and an ass about everything, let them live all the days of their life in sadness. That's what they deserve. It wasn't because you didn't meet good quality people. It's because you decided that you didn't want to make yourself available to good quality people. God puts people in people's lives for a reason. And if you don't want them there, that's on you. But it ain't because you didn't meet them. It's not because you wasn't given fair opportunity. It's because you didn't want them.
He ain't lying.
It's okay. Stop begging people to want to be in your presence. They don't want you, cool. But when you running up behind chasing somebody, acting crazy, being delusional, begging, pleading, that's what's embarrassing.
Embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing when you meet somebody and they don't want to be who they want to be for you and they tell you that. Cool. Let them go. Block, delete, control, alt, delete. Emergency crash. Deject. Jump out the plane. Whatever you got to do. And tell them, now that you're gone, don't come back.
Do not come.
Period. You got to have that confidence like Gangsta Boo. You got to have that confidence. Rest in peace to Gangsta Boo. You got to have that confidence. If that person don't want to be your end all be all, cool. I get nobody want to start all over again. I get it. Who do? Relationships are daunting and taxing. They are what they are. But you never know what opportunities you have to win if you keep holding on what you're losing. Let it go. What shadow work should this feminine energy be working on right now? Apathy. Ignite your passion for your antidote to indifference. This is about overcoming indifference, disinterest, and detachment. It's time for you to stop caring about somebody who ain't caring about you. It's time for you to move on. What are you losing when you're gaining? Think about it like this. When you travel, I live on the East Coast. So every time I go to the West Coast, I lose 3 to 4 hours. So if I leave here at 4 o'clock, I land on Eastern time at 1 o'clock. While it seems like I lost time, I gained time because it's 1 p.m. and not 7 p.m. You understand that? Yes, it appeared like you lost something, but you really gained something. The only time you lose something is when you go back to the thing that you left. So the only time I am losing time is when I go back to the thing that I left to begin with. Did you hear me? We ain't losing nothing. We ain't losing no sleep. We ain't losing no weight. We ain't losing no edges. We ain't losing no appetite. We ain't losing jack diddly. You want to be a bozo? You want to be a clown? Well, you participate in that foolishness. But I'm not. I'm just saying. What shadow work should this other person be dealing with? This masculine energy. Pride. True worth is measured by character, not by accolades. This is about arrogance, vanity, and ego. Ain't that what we talked about? Ain't this what we've been talking about? They don't want to do the work. They don't want to heal. It's everything I said. They don't want to do it. So what you doubting yourself for because they uncertain? Why you belittling yourself? If you don't know what I got to offer you, then that sucks for you. But I'm the baddest. Okay? Okay, you done lost your mind. You ain't stopping nothing over here. You ain't stopping nothing. I can have another you in 10 minutes. And he'll be here in 3. So let's not play that game. Stop beating yourself up because somebody decide they don't want to be with you. You don't want to be with me? Cool. Party over here. Ladies free before 10. What? We ain't doing that no more. They want to walk away, let them. They want to leave you alone, let them. Don't cast aside your confidence because somebody else uncertain and unsure and don't think that they worthy and deserving of love. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That is a whole them problem. And let them wallow and deal with their mess on their own. Oh. Feel sad for them. Feel sad for them. But let them be. Power over 7 Scorpions. This is the power to conjure lower vibrational forces. You have the power to overcome these things. You have the power to overcome these things. Don't let people keep you down with their low vibration. You have the power to triumph over them. You don't need them and they don't need you. We good. That's just how it is. When you see this person, that's how you got to be. You got to stand on business.
I see you. We good. Okay. We good. I see you. We see each other. We see each other. We good.
That's how you got to be. That's it. So as we get out of this business, all right, does this outcome align with what you were expecting? Does this reading bring you relief, excitement, or hesitation? Does this make you angry or do you feel empowered? Write that down in the chat. If you could rewrite this outcome, what would it look like? Would you have left a long time ago, or are you glad that it ended when it ended? Let me know. How y'all feeling out there today? Now, I want to thank you so much for tuning into the Pisces Tarot Experience. If you've enjoyed this reading, please don't forget to subscribe and become a part of my growing community on YouTube. You can find me on YouTube at Mimi Lightseer. All right. And keep an eye out for even more engaging content coming your way. All right. Remember, this reading is here for you if you ever need a little bit of guidance. So you can always feel free to save it and replay it at any point in time. I love to hear from you. So drop a comment in the section below and let me know what resonated with you. And if you enjoyed today's reading, go ahead and put a thumbs up in the chat. I need that. I need all of y'all engagement. Y'all be texting and inboxing me. Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Help circulate the content. Let other people know that I'm here. I do this for you. You do that for me. All right. Now, if you enjoyed this reading and you would like to do a personal reading with me, I am booking at PiscesTarot.com, PiscesTarot.com. So don't hesitate to reach out. Okay. Remember, I would never, ever reach out to you to do any readings. So if somebody's reaching out to you with my name, image, and likeness, baby, they are a fake, a phony, and a fraud. Okay. I want to give a huge thank you to everybody who joined the conversation today, and a warm welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you to all my people who gifted me not only your time, your talent, but your treasure. Listen, y'all, everybody is fighting a battle that you cannot see. So be kind, patient, and gentle with others as much as you are yourself. How people treat you isn't your business, but how you respond is. Make sure that you leave a little bit of love everywhere you go, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Peace. Have a good day. Go outside.